Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Digital and Social Media News for leaders of nonprofits, churches and ministries. I'm Natchi Lazarus. This week we have news about Facebook, specifically Facebook Live. We also have news about Instagram, Twitter and Mozilla. This is the show where we bring you the top 5 social media related news you need to know for this week in less than 5 minutes. Let's get started. Our first news is about what social media channels are doing to stop misinformation from spreading during elections, specifically the European Parliament election that's coming up and the Indian elections. Facebook has hired third-party fact-checkers to verify the information during elections in Europe. And Twitter launches a tool where you can report any misleading content that you see on the platform during the elections. I will link to these stories in the show notes so that you can also take a look at these tools and maybe even pass it on to anyone during the elections. The next news is a time-sensitive one from Facebook. If you're using Facebook Live for your ministry, pay attention because Facebook announced last April that May 1st, 2019 is the deadline for all live video uploads to move to a new secure protocol called RTMPS. So they are moving from a non-secure to a secure environment, and just pass this information on to your live streaming team or your vendor or any software company, and just make sure that you're not surprised on May 1st, 2019 because Facebook will be moving all the feeds to this secure protocol. I will put this link in the show notes so that you can just pass it on to your team. The next news is about Instagram and specifically about Instagram Stories. Instagram Stories now has a quiz feature added to its stickers. So if you're doing Instagram Stories, now you can add a sticker called quiz where you can add multiple options to a question that you are asking your audience. Earlier there was an option called poll, if you remember. So you can ask one question with a polling option where people can select A or B. Now you can have multiple options. This helps in engagement. So if you use stories, this is something that you want to go and test and check out, because as a non-profit or a ministry, you constantly are looking for ways to engage with your audience. So features like this can help you do that. So I encourage you to check it out. Our next news is from Mozilla. Mozilla is the organization that's behind the popular Firefox browser, and they are pioneers in the internet space. This week they released the Internet Health Report 2019. This is a comprehensive report that talks about the future trends like privacy, artificial intelligence, biometrics, and all the other factors that might impact the future of the internet. So if you are a leader who like to look into the future and kind of understand the trends, this can be something that's fascinating for you. I will give the link in the show notes. Do check it out and take your time to go through all the various reports and details and statistics that they have provided. The final news is from Facebook and Instagram in a way, because this is about Facebook releasing an Instagram Creators Guide. Yes, Facebook has a resource section called Creators, and inside the Creators section we now have an Instagram Creators Guide that gives you directions on or tips on how to use Instagram TV, Instagram Live and Instagram Stories to promote your message and products. You can find the link in our show notes. The interesting thing is how much of Instagram related instructions we are starting to find within Facebook. So the integration between Facebook and Instagram is starting to get tighter and tighter. So you start wondering, is Facebook starting to project Instagram as its front face for strategic reasons? So we don't know. Something to watch out for. Well, that's all we have for you this week. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions or thoughts related to any news item that we discussed, do let us know. Subscribe to this wherever you're watching so that you do not miss another weekly news episode that we release. We release it every Friday. If you found this useful, please share this with other leaders of nonprofit churches and ministries who could also benefit from this. We highly appreciate it and we thank you for that. Have a wonderful, blessed week ahead. I will see you next week. Stay connected, stay blessed. Bye-bye.